My friends, it has been an amazing year in audio, and I thought that it made a lot of sense, considering how the economy has been going as of late, that we would find a way to save everything that's in our wallets. I'm going to be giving you the top 5 most important plugin deals you should be looking for this Black Friday. If you're like me, every single year you swear that there's some plugin that you're going to buy when it's Black Friday, and then you forget, and then you miss the opportunity, and then you're like, oh, I guess I'm going to get, it's full price now. I'll think about it next year. We're going to go through some of those right now. And by the end of this video, hopefully you'll have saved a lot of money to use on other things, like maybe a new guitar or a vocal mic. So let's get straight into it. Number 1, the thing that most of my friends forget to get every single year is from Solid State Logic. One thing they have that always stands out, and it only goes on sale every once in a while, is the SSL G Comp, the native bus compressor, the one that they have. And I've compared this to every single one. I've compared it to the hardware clones of it as well, and nothing gets closer to the sound of an actual SSL bus comp than this. And I'll tell you, I use my Bus Plus. You guys see it in my videos all the time, and even right now, the SSL Big 6 over here has a fixed ratio mode of what that is, and that sounds great, but I still would pick the plugin in that case so that I had more options for ratios and stuff. That is one thing I do not think anybody should be slacking on. And if not that goes on sale, make sure to look out for the Fusion plugins, because those are game changers, especially if you're in the world of top-down mixing and mastering. Those add a lot of color to what you're looking for, because people get confused a lot of the time with what type of color they should be adding to their overall mix. So that is that. Number 2 in my list, I'm going with Joey Sturgis tones. We have sales all the time on different things. We try to stay affordable for you guys because we understand what it's like to be a musician, especially leaning towards rock and metal, and we know what the come up is like. But you're not going to get deals better than this for another year. The Howard Benson bundle, to me, I think is the smartest option to get if you are somebody that deals with vocals a lot, because Howard Benson Vocals and Howard Benson Vocal Multiplier, those are both in my top 5 plugins that I use throughout the year. I can't mix without them. And it's not a thing that I'm saying just because it's the company that I work for. It's something that is utilitarian, and every single time that I need to get a vocal going within seconds, those 2 are my go-tos, and I don't have to think about much else. But we do have some other bundles as well that are pretty awesome. We have a Best of 2024 bundle, and I think it's awesome that it includes like JST Lo-Fi and some other stuff. And then we have an all-out bundle as well. So make sure that you check into those, because you're not going to be able to get that stuff later. Just want to make everybody aware, because a lot of people will watch the videos, but they don't go to our websites and they don't see the ads for stuff. Number 3 on the list of something that people miss out on every single year, and I swear I've missed this so many times. Kontakt, man. Native Instruments. Kontakt is expensive. Who can afford to just go get that whenever you want to? Like, it's a pretty hefty price, and it only goes on this sale right around a week from now, and you're gonna have a few days to get it. I want you guys to all be cognizant of that happening. I don't think that people would be able to get the same kind of drum sounds they get without having Kontakt. I don't think that people would be able to have the type of orchestral symphonies that accompany their music without having Kontakt. So that's definitely one to look out for. And Kontakt is a big instrument that Joey came up off of too. And even the original drum forges were in Kontakt before they went to their own platform. So that's definitely something that you guys are going to want to check out. Just remember that there will be a link to all of these in the description below. Next up on this list for things that people miss out on over and over again, Melodyne, man. Melodyne and all the different versions of it. If you're ready to upgrade, this is the time to do it. It is not going to be cheaper than this. Essentials is solid. They also have like Artist and Studio. The Studio one is the one that I use, and I don't think that I would have vocals that sounded as good if I didn't have Melodyne. You can get away with using auto-tune, but there is a natural feeling of using Melodyne and cutting the center pitch of something and leaving the tails on both sides to their respective pitches. I was recently tuning some vocals and I was trying to use auto-tune. It was a song with Kellen Quinn on it. And I was trying to just use auto-tune because I was trying to get it like fast to see if I could use the graphical mode, and it didn't sound right until I used Melodyne. So there's no escape for it. You can't get past it. It's something that you need in your toolbox. Make sure to check out for that. Number 4 on this list of what you need to be checking out for, without a question, Oeksound. Now, Oeksound does Bloom and Soothe. These 2 plugins are really important in my mind because I think that they do a tonal shaping to things that doesn't exist elsewhere. Bloom is kind of an instrument shaper, and I was talking to a few people about this, and they don't really know how they're doing it, but it's like magic, and that's the same way a lot of people felt about Soothe. I still feel like that to this day. So Soothe has been described as a resonance limiter, and for people that aren't the greatest at EQing and don't have an ear for it, that's one way that you're going to be diving in and being able to push those resonances down to make sure your audio sounds awesome. So that's 4th on the list. And number 5 on the list, I gotta go with Make Believe Studios. Now, their plugins are not what we consider to be cheap, and a lot of their stuff takes a lot of research to make, and the stuff that they're researching is hard to get your hands on. So definitely pay attention. I don't know exactly what's going to be going on sale on Black Friday specifically, but the Soundtech EQ is become a mainstay for people all in the mastering world. The MBSI, you guys saw me do a video on that, and that was really cool to get the sound of that console by mixing something with it. And of course, Mixhead, if you're a fan of Serb and Janaea and the songs that have kind of taken over the charts for the last like 20 some odd years, you're gonna wanna look into that. We're gonna run that down one more time. You're gonna be looking at Solid State Logic. You're gonna be checking out Joey Sturgis tones. You're going to be looking at Native Instruments. You're going to be looking at Oeksound, and you're going to be looking at Make Believe Studios. I wanna give a special shout out to look out for too, if you guys don't already have this, is the Slate Digital All Access bundle. And if you get that, you actually will have those SSL plugins in it also, but it's not buying them outright. You're gonna be paying for that yearly. So that comes up to you. Shout out to everyone collectively making the audio world a better place and making these tools something that makes sense for all of us. If you're an engineer on the come up, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. You only have to do it one time, and tap that bell for notifications so when a video drops, you know the location. Until next time, my friends, I'll catch you later.